Hi, I'm Eddie. If you have ever wanted to step back in time and stand among 2,000-year-old buildings, then Rome is a destination you need to experience. From ancient ruins to breathtaking architecture, this city brings history to life around every corner. This video is packed with travel guides, tips and inspiration to help you explore with confidence. Let's get into it. Top places to visit, and we are starting at the Trevi Fountain. This is the most famous fountain in Rome and one of the city's most iconic landmarks. The fountain was completed in 1762, designed by architect Nicola Salvi. It was built at the end of an ancient Roman aqueduct called the Aqua Virgo, which had supplied fresh water to Rome since 19 BC. Come here early before 9 AM to get close to the fountain without having to line up and enjoy the view. And also enjoy watching people trying to get their perfect photo. The Church of Sant'Ignazio di Loyola was built in the 17th century in the Baroque style. It was dedicated to Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuit order. The church was designed by Jesuit architect Orazio Grassi. While the exterior is simple, the interior is famous for its dramatic Baroque decoration. This church is one of Rome's most impressive hidden gems, admired for its optical illusions, rich decoration, and Jesuit history. Entry to the church is free, but it costs €1 to light up the mirror's illumination system. The Pantheon is one of the best preserved monuments from ancient Rome and has stood for nearly 2,000 years. Originally built as a temple for all Roman gods, the first Pantheon was commissioned by Marcus Agrippa around 27 BC. After being damaged by fires, it was rebuilt by Emperor Hadrian around AD 126, creating the magnificent structure visitors see today. The Pantheon is famous for its massive dome, which remains the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome. At the center of the dome is the oculus, a circular opening that lets natural light pour into the building and symbolizes the connection between heaven and earth. The ancient markets of Trajan's market are often considered one of the world's earliest shopping complexes. Built in the early 2nd century AD, during the reign of Emperor Trajan. The multi-level complex was designed as part of Trajan's Forum, one of the grandest public spaces in ancient Rome. The Emanuele II monument, also known as the Altare della Patria, was built to honor Victor Emanuele II, the first king of a unified Italy. The monument features grand staircases, towering columns, statues representing different regions of Italy, and a large equestrian statue of Victor Emanuele II at its center. The Palazzo di Venezia is one of the oldest Renaissance palaces in Rome, built in the 15th century for Cardinal Pietro Barbo. Rome doesn't have many truly quiet corners, but this courtyard is a rare exception. It feels noticeably calmer and more relaxed than most of the city's busy landmarks. One of Rome's genuine hidden gems. The Piazza Navona is one of Rome's most beautiful and lively squares, built on the site of the ancient Stadium of the Mission, which was constructed in the 1st century AD for athletic competitions and public events. The square's long oval shape still follows the outline of the original stadium. The beautiful Neptune fountain stands at the northern end of Piazza Navona. The Vatican City is the smallest independent country in the world, the spiritual center of the Roman Catholic Church. Its history dates back nearly 2,000 years to the time of Saint Peter, one of the apostles of Jesus and considered the first pope. According to tradition, Saint Peter was buried on Vatican Hill after being executed in Rome during the reign of Emperor Nero. In the 4th century, Emperor Constantine the Great ordered the construction of the first St. Peter's Basilica over St. Peter's burial site, making the area an important destination for Christian pilgrims. During the Renaissance, the Vatican became a major center of art, culture, and religion. Popes commissioned legendary artists such as Michelangelo and Raphael to create masterpieces, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and magnificent works inside the Vatican museums. The modern state of Vatican City was officially established in 1929 through the Lateran Treaty between the Holy See and Italy. Today, the Vatican is home to the Pope, world-famous museums, priceless art collections, and some of the most important religious sites in Christianity, attracting millions of visitors each year. Ponte Sant'Angelo is one of the oldest and most beautiful bridges in Rome, crossing the Tiber River directly in front of Castel Sant'Angelo. The bridge was originally built in 134 BC by Emperor Hadrian to connect the city center with his grand mausoleum, now Castel Sant'Angelo. In the 17th century, Pope Clement XI commissioned the famous Baroque artist Gian Lorenzo Bernini and his workshop to decorate the bridge with 10 angel statues. Each angel holds a symbol of Christ's passion, giving the bridge its modern name, Bridge of Angels. The Castel Sant'Angelo is one of Rome's most iconic landmarks, with a history that spans nearly 2,000 years. It was originally built in the 2nd century AD as a grand mausoleum for the Roman Emperor Hadrian and his family. The castle also served as a prison and later as a residence of popes, with lavish rooms added during the Renaissance period. Its thick wall, spiral ramps, and defensive design reflect its long military history. Today, it is a museum offering panoramic views of Rome and the Tiber River, as well as a powerful reminder of the city's layered history. Spanish steps were built between 1723 and 1725 to connect the Piazza di Spagna below with the Trinità dei Monti Church above. The name Spanish Steps comes from a nearby Spanish embassy to the Holy See, located in the square at the base of the steps. The Spanish Steps are one of Rome's most visited landmarks, known for their elegant design, beautiful views, and lively atmosphere. The Roman Forum was a political, religious, and social center of ancient Rome for over 1,000 years, and it's a must visit. You will need an entire day and book ahead of time and join the early queue. Originally a marshy valley, the area was developed around the 17th century BC and became the heart of Roman public life. Important government buildings, temples, marketplaces, and law courts were built here as Rome grew into a powerful empire. The Forum was the site of major events, including political speeches, public ceremonies, elections, criminal trials, and victory parades. Famous figures such as Julius Caesar, Augustus, and many Roman senators walked through the Forum. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the Forum gradually declined and was buried over centuries by earth and debris. Archaeological excavations later uncovered the ancient ruins seen today. It's amazing to be able to see all the ancient buildings and ruins, and you really feel you have gone back in time. And this is one of my favorite places to visit in Europe. The Colosseum is one of the most famous landmarks of the ancient Roman world and a symbol of the power and engineering of the Roman Empire. Construction began around 72 BC under Emperor Vespasian and was completed in 80 BC by his son Titus. Officially called the Flavian Amphitheater, it was built to entertain the Roman public and demonstrate the strength and generosity of the emperors. The Colosseum could hold around 50,000 to 80,000 spectators and hosted gladiator battles, animal hunts, public executions, mock naval battles, dramatic performances based on mythology. The Colosseum is one of the most visited monuments in the world and a major symbol of Rome. It is also recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. You must book months ahead of time to enter the Colosseum and the Roman Forum. You need to select a time to enter the Colosseum, and the same ticket allows you to visit the neighboring Roman Forum within 24 hours. The Arch of Constantine is one of the most famous triumphal arches in Rome, located between the Colosseum and the Palatine Hill. It was completed in 315 BC to celebrate Emperor Constantine the Great victory at the Battle of the Milvian Bridge in 312 BC, a turning point that led to his control of the Roman Empire. The arch is noble because it reuses sculptures and reliefs from earlier emperors such as Trajan, Hadrian, and Marcus Aurelius. What's not to love about Italian food, especially Roman cuisine? From the simple yet delicious cacio e pepe to a creamy fettuccine carbonara. Every dish feels comforting and full of flavor. The fresh handmade pasta and high quality local ingredients create a taste that's hard to find anywhere else in the world. Pizza is simply amazing, delicious toppings without being overwhelming. It's a delicious soft, chewy pizza base that's the center of the dish. And of course, you must visit the most famous sandwich shop in Italy. Make sure you try the cream bread in Rome called malitoso, a freshly whipped cream at the center of a soft bun. Have your morning coffee with the malitoso to start your day. There are gelato shops everywhere, and I tried so many different shops and so many flavors, and they are all very good. When in Rome, watch out for those tourist trap places. They can be identified by being close to major attraction with a patron trying to lure you into their cafes. They are more expensive and they will charge you extra fees. You should walk a couple of blocks away for a more delicious and cheaper option. The takeaway pasta places, and usually comes with a queue, are simply delicious and they are inexpensive. How do you get around Rome and where to stay? You'll probably first arrive in Rome at Leonardo da Vinci International Airport or Rome Termini train station. Best option is to take the train or bus to get where you are staying. The taxi is a bit hit and miss, and they might ask you to pay more than what they quoted earlier. I suggest before you take a taxi, ask them how much and if it's the same price if you pay by card. If you want to take an Uber, forget about it. I don't know if I was unlucky, but I order an Uber 3 times and none of them turn up. The city of Rome is small. You will find most of your time walking around ancient Rome, where the Colosseum is, and the Renaissance area, where Trevi Fountain and the Pantheon are. I suggest for you to stay around the ancient Rome area, which is a few blocks away from the Colosseum, or the Renaissance area near Trevi Fountain for the most convenient stay, and you will love the food and supermarket around this area. Ancient Rome and the Renaissance neighborhood are very close to each other. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful holiday.